Hey guys, welcome to the video tutorial starting our sound section. In this video tutorial we are going to talk about intensity and then also sound level. Now there's two different equations for these two quantities, but both involve each other. Oh, that's better. So let's first talk about intensity. We've talked about intensity, I'll just call it capital I, and it's related to the power output of the sound divided by 4 pi r squared, where again r is the distance from the source. Now, it's obvious that if I increase the distance from the source, I obviously perceive less intensity of that particular sound. Sound level is kind of a humanized scale of it, and it quantifies it into decibels. And the equation for that is 10 log of the intensity of the sound divided by I naught, where I naught is the threshold of sound. It's the lowest intensity that human beings can hear. Let's work a problem like this. Let's say that a particular sound source has a power output of, let's just say, 1 watt. And then let's say that from where I'm standing, I perceive the sound level to be 75 decibels. And I want to know the distance from that sound source. In other words, I want to know R. Well, what we do is we plug in our known values, and so we've got 75 equals 10 times log of, and so then we've got intensity. We don't know what the intensity is, but we do know that the power is 1, and that's over 4 pi r squared. All of that over 1 times 10 to the negative 12th. So first thing I'm going to do, just like before, I'm going to divide both sides by 10. So I've got 7.5 equals log of all of that. So we'll go 1 over 4 pi r squared divided by 1 times 10 to the negative 12th. Then I'm going to get rid of the log. So in your calculator you can use second log, or you can imagine a base 10 here and move it to the other side. So I've got 10 to the 7.5 power equals, now my log is gone, and so I'm left with 1 over 4 pi r squared all over 1 times 10 to the negative 12th. Now, in your calculator, you can go 1 times 10 to the 7.5 times 1 times 10 to the negative 12th, or you can remember that multiplying exponents, you add the exponents here, and so you've got 7.5 minus 12. In a sense, you got 7.5 plus negative 12, so that gives you 10 to the negative 4.5 power equals 1 over 4 pi r squared. Now here, my r value is in the denominator, so I have to get that to the other side. So what I can do in a sense is I can cross multiply. So I can go 10 to the negative 4.5 power times 4 pi r squared is equal to 1. Well, then what I can do is, in your calculator, you can simplify this equation. So take 10 and take it to the, get out of here, cat. Take it to the negative 4.5 and then multiply it by 4 pi. I don't have my calculator here, or I'd do it for you. So simplify that and then divide that to both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go r squared is equal to 1 over, and then I'm going to have all this junk. So it's going to be 10 to the negative 4.5 times 4 pi. And again, you've probably already got that simplified, so you just have a decimal over here. Last step is to square root both sides, and boom, you've got your distance. So that's a typical type problem, free response type question where you have the power output, and you have the sound level, and you solve for the radius. I could give you how far away and the sound level, and you solve for the power. So there's several different types of questions that you can have when solving for this particular type of question.